one white t-shirt several ways, a new pair of Manolo Blahniks, a new beautiful suede clutch, and did y'all see this Prada bag? Doesn't it look like the Row Margot? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Kura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. So we really all know the versatility of a white t-shirt, right? We've been told for years that that's just something that should be in your closet, whether it's a cheaper version or a thicker, more expensive version. It's just a staple in your closet. And some people kind of disregard that advice merely because that's not really their style. However, I want to show you that a white t-shirt not only is versatile if you are a t-shirt and jeans type of person, but it can also translate to many other personal styles. I truly feel that anyone can utilize the magic of a plain, crisp, white t-shirt. Whether you identify your personal style as being extremely girly, or if you identify as being pretty rock and roll, right? There is space in your wardrobe for a crisp, white t-shirt. But to really get the versatility of a white t-shirt and for me to illustrate this to you, I feel like we have to take a closer look. Let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with Tamara, who is easily one of my favorites. Her style within recent years has really become minimalistic, very nondescript. Thank you for the person who gave me that word. She's like very 90s. She's model off-duty, neutrals, and extremely undeniably on trend right now. It's very understated, and if you didn't know, if you weren't a fashion person, you wouldn't know that her shoes were almost $1,300 and that her purse was probably upwards of $8,000 to $10,000, right? She just looks put together. Keeping all that in mind about how her style is, it is very easy to see how a crisp white t-shirt would easily fit into her style, right? It's something that you would expect someone to dress like this to wear. Automatically, when I think of crisp white t-shirt, I think clean, again, I think nondescript, and I think very easygoing. Because what if this shirt, instead of being a white t-shirt, was a gold, lame, pussy bow type of shirt, right? Still with the blazer and the jeans and the kitten heels and the Kelly, it would give it a completely different vibe and it wouldn't translate the same as a white t-shirt. So this is just the base level. And if you're looking at this and you're like, but sis, this is very plain, give me a second, let me give you another option. Although this t-shirt has a print on it, it does still illustrate that a white t-shirt can be used in many different styles for people who have different styles. So why does this work? White is in fact a neutral. And when she brought in this beautiful orange and yellow in the skirt and the bit of yellow on the brim of her sunglasses, she used the white t-shirt as a base, but it's styled completely different than how Tamara styled it. It's color, it's bright. What she's wearing is not so nondescript and not so quiet luxury. It's still a white t-shirt, completely different. If you noticed here, she kind of sandwiched the white t-shirt. Well, she kind of sandwiched the neutrals, right? So this beautiful skirt, like I said, with these beautiful colors, then a white t-shirt, and then the sunglasses with a beautiful color. But if you notice her shoes, they are also neutral. They're black and beige. So even though the shoes aren't white, it's still a sandwich method with two different neutrals, and some beautiful color in between. Very much like Tamara, this white t-shirt is very much used as a base, but she chose instead to use some standout, kind of bright and beautiful pieces. Same white t-shirt, different style. I really feel like this was impeccably executed, right? And is a great example of how a white t-shirt can really fit into so many people, different styles. These two ladies are completely different in style, but still used a white t-shirt. So while this is a very neutral outfit as far as color is concerned, there's a lot going on here, right? Layered pearls, leopard print, a layer white t-shirt under a sweater, under a coat. It is completely different than the first two ladies, right? This woman is still using a white t-shirt, but this is a bit different. So first of all, I do love this outfit for many reasons. The use of leopard as a neutral. If you're not new here, you know I love that, right? I also love the juxtaposition between this chunky dad sandal, which is seen as a little masculine, and these very uber feminine layered pearls. The juxtaposition between that, I really love that put together. That kind of juxtaposition definitely adds some interest to the outfit, right? But the way she used the layering of the white t-shirt adds depth. This outfit would have looked totally fine if she didn't have the white t-shirt, right? It would have just been one neutral outfit or beige outfit with the pop of the leopard, which is a huge statement. But she decided, in my opinion, and made a good decision to add the white t-shirt. In fact, I really feel like that's why she is posing that way. The white t-shirt kind of breaks up the monotony, quote unquote, of the outfit. The leopard has a brown and the sweater has a brown, but when you put that white right in the middle, it really brings your eye to that middle pop of white. The outfit would have most definitely looked fine without it, without that white t-shirt, but the layering most certainly adds interest. This is most definitely why she, in my opinion, is posing like this. She knew what she was doing. If you don't have a crisp white t-shirt in your closet, I really feel like it's the time to go ahead and invest. If you have been watching my videos, particularly this video, you know that I have been searching for some affordable clothing while I'm finishing off my weight loss, right? I'm trying not to spend too much on clothing, even though you all in the last video really gave me some good ideas about how to get through the last 15-20 pounds, and I thoroughly appreciate that. But I have been trying to look for alternatives to look good without spending too much money. Urban Revival actually reached out to me to send me a few pieces, and it really is going to help as I finish off these last few pounds. So if you follow all the girls that I follow, it is very possible that you have seen this beautiful dress. Listen, before last year when I first saw it, I didn't think that I would be able to wear it, but now I'm down a few pounds and I feel great in this dress. I am not down all the pounds. So I did use my D.E.T, and instead of having the sides out, I did pull them up a bit. It is an absolutely stunning dress, but I don't feel comfortable having it all out. So to match what I got going on. I pulled up the sides and even the back, and it still looks absolutely stunning. Speaking of using your D.E.T, though these bold gold buttons are just very eye-catching, I would probably prefer a different type of button. So the dress is beautiful, the shape is beautiful, but I feel like I'm going to change the buttons only because that is more my style. I paired it with these beautiful glasses, and then I just went with gold sandals and a gold clutch because, gold. I love metallic, and I really just love everything about this dress. They also sent me this denim top, but because I, again, am still in the midst of losing weight, this was a bit too small, but it is really, really cute on the model. So I absolutely live for an all black moment. The problem with all black moments sometimes is that it could get boring. So the fact that Urban Revival sent me these stunning statement boots really brings up the outfit a notch. These boots you've seen, I'm sure you've seen before and you've seen the style before. They can be expensive. These are very affordable if you love this style, right? And in my opinion, it really gives the outfit that extra zhuzh. Believe it or not, they are very comfortable because the heel is not high at all. They're very easy to walk in. So if you are worried about the heel height and how comfortable they are, trust me when I tell you, they are very low. They look high because of the way they are shaped, but it's a very, very low heel, very comfortable. And if this is your style, you can add these boots to any outfit and it really gives it, any plain outfit, and it really gives it an extra boost. So this outfit is for somebody way cooler than I am. Way cooler than I am. This is for the girl who loves a little bit of denim or a lot of denim. She loves to mix and match denim. She has a denim collection. Everything denim. She also kind of prefers like the 90s vibe, right? The 90s like hip hop vibe. She doesn't really like the minimalism. So Urban Revival sent me these boots, which are very interesting if this is your style, right? So it is a denim pair of boots, but it kind of looks like the bottom of your pants, right? And then it has a little bit of the boot sticking out. I think this is very interesting, especially if your style is cool girl, if your style is like 90s. I think this works. And then they sent me this really cute cardigan, which is perfect for work days, perfect for like going to church or anything that you have to be really put together for, right? It is an easy pick up and go kind of thing. I know they also have this in brown, and it is absolutely perfect. So Urban Revival is having a sale March 5th through the 26th, so you have 3 more days. You spend $200 and you get 20 off, and you spend $269 and you get 50 off. Plus, there's an extra code discount on all items. Go check them out. Hey girl, hey. So we're gonna go shopping again. We see what we can find out there. I do have to stop, or hopefully have time to stop by Sephora. I need some oil, or maybe I'll just go direct to the store. Anyway, I need to stop by and get some beauty things. And you guys, I just like taking you along with me. I love vlogging. I love editing the vlog. I love trying to get a good shot. So yeah, let's go shopping, see what we can find today. So I am in Union Square. I want to stop by this Sephora and then Barnes & Noble's over here because of the book I want. It is loud. I hope you guys can hear me. And then hopefully we can get uptown. The shopping experience at Sephora, well, at least this Sephora in Union Square, is absolutely horrific. Between the amount of children and just the amount of people, just bleh. Despite all that, I still found 2
things that I feel like I need. I'll show you when I get home. So I'm gonna stop by Barnes & Noble real quick. Hopefully I can find the book I'm looking for, and then hopefully Bloomingdale's. When I was younger, I would come to this Barnes & Noble's and just sit and look through all of the fashion books and just be here for hours. Get like some Starbucks or whatever I was drinking at the time and be here for hours and hours and hours for free looking through all the fashion books. This is my kind of book. So perhaps a little indulgent. Well, first of all, they didn't have the book. It's cheaper. No, they did have it. It was just cheaper on Amazon. But what I like to do, because, I don't know, I have Audible, right? And sometimes I like to get the book and also have Audible read it to me. It's like someone's reading to me. Like I follow along while they're reading. I know it's a lot and a bit overindulgent, but I don't know. Just something that's very comfortable for me. So they had it, but it was just more expensive. Another thing is, and maybe you guys, somebody has some information about this, is that I want to really start learning more about art, right? Art and fashion often go together. In fact, fashion journalist Lynn Yeager is famously quoted for saying, if you want to know anything about fashion, learn about everything besides fashion. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that just means that fashion has so many different aspects that it's more than just clothes and all that. But anyway, I figured that I want to start learning about art. So while I was in there, I was looking at some arts. You know, I love a little education situation, as you can see, I'm sure. Yeah, I just don't know where to start. If anyone has any information or is like an art lover, I don't know where to start. Let me know. Anyway, I'm about to go to Whole Foods, get something for dinner, and then we're finally going to Bloomingdale's. Also, I was doubting my decision to wear this big old jacket, but it's a little colder than I anticipated. I mean, I don't even know why I'm sitting outside. I don't know. All right, let's go. So a couple of vlogs ago, we went to the Bloomingdale's in Soho, and right now we're uptown on 59th Street at this Bloomingdale's to look for a tote bag. And I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but see what they have. So while everyone is going crazy for the Row Margot, and I'm not saying it's not a beautiful bag, I'm saying something like this from Ferragamo is much more interesting, in my opinion. And I might be completely wrong because it looks very similar, but if I had to, I feel like I would go for this over the Margot. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I personally think this is a beautiful bag. I used to have these, but I returned them. You guys, the pain that these, they were just so, they hurt so much. And I don't even have like, why treat? They're so pretty though. Maybe I should have got them stretched. Anybody have these? And these are just, love this sharp point. Just everything about this I love. I even love them in the flat version, which they don't have here. Very beautiful. Got sidetracked and a little, I got a little thrown off by the shoes. I don't even know where the medium priced bags are. This is all very high end. I'll have to ask somebody, let's see. So they have the Sandro tote too, but they don't have it in just like a nice leather. It's pretty though, it's pretty. No, wait, I lied. They do have it, woohoo! Let's look at it. So I can't find like a whole section like they have in the other Bloomingdales, so I asked for directions, and I've been looking for this place, or where they said it was, for a solid 5 to 10 minutes, and I'm too embarrassed to ask where it is now.
So I recently got a few things in the mail, and I'm still waiting on a few things. I figured it's a great time to show you these two. One is absolutely incredible, and the other thing didn't work out so well. So if you've been following me for a while, you know the story of my cousin's baby being on my Manolo Blahniks. That was actually a long time ago, and I kept saying that I was going to get a new pair, and I guess these will not be it. This is a total fail, you guys. So I have these, right? But I have them in a different colorway, and I just wanted a black pair, and I really wanted the black suede pair. But when I saw these on Rue La La for such a good price, I said, okay, I'll try these. These are not the black suede pair, but they are black leather. I thought because they were much cheaper than, Bergdorf's or someplace like that I would get them. But I have to tell you that I am very disappointed, and that these are going back. First of all, if you have these, or maybe it's just my foot, but if you have these, this is the 50 millimeter thing. This is the kitten heel. You know that they run fairly small, right? In my other shoe, in every other shoe, I wear 6.5, 7. Which is usually a 37 in European sizes, right? But in these particular Manolo Blahniks, I wear a 38. So because I know that, and I have this exact style in a different colorway, I got a 38, and let me tell you guys, this is huge. This does not fit me well at all. This is so big, it just doesn't feel good. It's too big, I can't walk in them. And my other Manolo Blahniks are very easy to walk in, especially because the heel is so small. So not only are they too big, I don't think that I like this leather. Something about this looks, I hate to say it because they're Manolo Blahnik, but something about this looks cheap. And it might be because it doesn't fit properly, but I gotta tell you, I'm severely disappointed. And when I started to look for a leather pair from someplace else, right? I mostly found the suede version. I'm wondering if they switched this style to suede just because it looks better. Either way, I'm very disappointed. That's what I get for trying to save a buck or two. These are going back, and I guess I'm just gonna have to pay full price. I'm always gonna try to save a buck. I'm always going to try to save money, but I really do want these shoes in suede, so I'm going to have to spend the money. Maybe I won't get black. Maybe I'll get a nice fun color. We shall see. But I just wanted to show you guys. I know I often talk about how to get designer for cheaper, and it just didn't work out this time. A couple of videos ago, I told you guys about this flattered clutch. You also know that it comes in a black leather, but I have so many black clutches that I decided to get this color, and I also feel like it would look really good with my Gucci slingbacks that I want to get, that I told you guys before as well. But anyway, so I wanted to show you this and show you the inside of this thing. It is fabulous. It's beautiful. I could smell the suede. and I wanted to show you the inside. And it's like a black hole in here, but the amount of things that you can actually fit in here is insane. And it's just so much space still left in this bag. It is an absolutely beautiful buy. I love a clutch. I've been telling you guys that for so long, and I'm extremely happy to have this. Also does come in a beautiful black leather, which is so sleek. And I just said I don't need it because I have so many. But as I look at it on, on the website, I'm like, but don't I need it though? Don't I need it? Fabulous quality. And this is what I mean when I say everything doesn't have to be super duper expensive for it to be good quality. This is a great example. The fashion industry is a very interesting place. The dynamics is something that I study often. It's just very interesting. So when I saw this bag, I had some thoughts. So you might be absolutely sick and tired about talking about this bag. However, this is not the bag you think it is. This is a Prada bag that looks very, very similar to, you guessed it, the Row Margot bag. Almost identical, really. I wasn't going to talk about this because I feel like I kind of have before, but someone brought it up on the last video and I said, you know what? Let's just do it anyway. Let's talk about this. So first of all, high-end brands being inspired by one another is not a new concept. A lot of times when I'm talking about this, I talk about a very basic bag, the LV Speedy, right? The Louis Vuitton Speedy, and the Dior Boston bag. Different prints, but essentially the same bag. And even in the case of the Celine box bag and the Hermes Constance, right? Very similar bag, just different branding. But I mean, it's a crossbody with a flap, very, very similar, right? So seeing designers having a very similar bag or different, slightly different take on the same type of bag is not a new thing. In fact, some people even argue that the Margot bag, the Row Margot bag, is loosely based off the Hermes Atlas bag. And I mean, I guess I kind of see it, right? But something about this Prada bag and them putting it out so closely to the success of the Row bag just seemed a little nefarious, in my opinion. Just a bit diabolical. I mean, this is pretty much the same bag with the Prada logo. Side by side, if someone were to hide the Prada logo, I would not be able to tell the difference. And it just seems so interesting for them to have this bag now on the success of the Row bag. Whether you like it or not, that bag has been quite successful. And then I started thinking about how the Row recently didn't let cell phones in their fashion show, which we talked about. And honestly, I think a lot of you all were right in that case as far as them banning cell phones. At first, I was taken back because I wanted to see, and for some reason I felt like we and the rest of us should be able to see, but why? Why should I definitely have that right to see? It's not my brand. I don't hold a significant place in the fashion industry. So the Row has to do what it has to do, right? To secure their place in the market. I know that a lot of high-end brands have fallen off. Think about somebody like Michael Kors. They kind of compromised their brand name with having different levels within their brand name. They absolutely have brought in a customer that cannot afford the high-end Michael Kors, but can afford the Michael Kors and a lot of the bags that we have seen, you know, just like in the mall, right? So what I believe the Row is doing is securing their place in the market. No phones. This is just for the people that we want to buy. On top of that, I was watching TikTok this week and found that the Row is pulling the Margot bags from other sites except for their site. So at some point, if not now already, you could only find the Margot bag on therow.com. What other brand does that, right? Chanel, like where else can you walk into a Chanel store? You have to go into the Chanel store. You can't buy Hermes at department stores. You have to go to that store. I really feel like the Row is definitely dwindling down their customers, targeting who they want to target, and whether we like it or not, it is most certainly not for the middle class. So I'm starting to think that Prada blatantly, just in my opinion, diabolically copying or remaking the Margot bag really shows that the Row, which was only started in 2006, I believe, is really making its stamp, making its way in the fashion industry and is making a big impact. Prada is much older than the Row, right? And if they have to take something from them, which is not unheard of, bigger brands taking from smaller brands, but if they have to copy them so blatantly, they're doing something right. Anyway, friends, we have another jam-packed video. Tell me your thoughts on everything. Do you have a white t-shirt? Is it a staple in your wardrobe? How do you feel about the Prada Row Margot bag situation? You guys, I'm so disappointed with those Manolo Blahnik. I am so disappointed with them. But c'est la vie. And the clutch bag is chef's kiss. If you are waiting for it to come in the black and you get the black, please let me know how it is in person. I would love to know if I need it too. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I'll see you in my next video.